Do you feel waking up today?
Nothing. Go and spend some time with Medhi.
No.
Why? He's upset.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this beat, it's a girl KylerB coming at you for a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island Season 10 Episode 19 review because we don't count the unseen bits. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. It's after the Heart Race Challenge, and basically we just go straight into it. We basically see the group of, Islanders. We see Catherine, Scott, Medhi, Whitney, Zachariah just sitting down on the bench. And, basically Whitney's just basically asking Zach why she kissed her. Well, why he kissed her, and then asking, Medhi, why was he kissing all the girls? Because
No, what Whitney is too funny.
It's a teasy kiss.
Why me though?
I just wanted to. Felt right in the moment. Did it not?
Yeah.
Right,
Love a man, that's not for everyone.
what?
Because like I said in yesterday's review, I was like, Medhi was kissing everybody, and that's kind of concerning because if it was any other Islander, it would have been problems. If like Mitchell did that, anybody else did that, it would have been problems. But because it was Medhi, it was like, oh, who cares? Whitney was like, she likes her guy that's not for everyone, which is kind of funny. Catherine was very hilarious because she was just like laughing, and she was like, I can just feel the tension. She got up and left because she was like, yeah, no, I gotta get out of here, which is just too funny. Then we pan over to Tyrique and Ella, and they were just talking about, I guess, him and his openness and him and his feelings and da-da-da-da. And I guess something went right in that conversation because they just started kissing. So then we see a one-on-one between Whitney and Medhi, and they were talking, and I'm just like, Medhi needs to get out that villa. Like, he just doing the most. He needs to leave the villa ASAP. Because he's like, oh, I need you to compose yourself, and I don't have time. And he gets up mid-conversation with Whitney, leave. So then, come back for a second chat, Whitney. The conversation still doesn't go anywhere. He's like, oh, if you got something to say, say it, blah, 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 you're draining me. Whitney gets up and leave. Basically, not a good conversation. We see Sammy and Mal talk about their first kiss that was in the Heart Race Challenge. And then they end up kissing on the day beds. We see, basically, we hear from Katie that she basically says that she wants to get to know Tyrique and Scott for another chat, whatever. Seems like Zachariah was talking to Katie, and he's feeling her. Like, he said Molly who? He said Molly what? Like, he really did not care for Molly in that time. Like, Molly's gone. It's been less than 24 hours, and she's gone out of his mind. He's on Katie. So they all go to sleep. Obviously wake back up, daytime. Medhi and Whitney are trying to start that conversation again. Does not go anywhere. And after that conversation that doesn't go anywhere, we see Whitney get up, basically interrupt the conversation between Catherine and Montel, and basically was like, oh, I'm going to talk to Montel, which was just so funny because everybody's like, what? She really just said like, oh, since Medhi not really giving her what she wants and whatnot, and the conversation wasn't going anywhere, Whitney was just like, let me try to get some options. But to be honest, I feel like Montel and Whitney are not going to go anywhere. I mean, they're just having a chat to have a chat. Really, if Montel was going to have a different person from Leah, it would have been Catherine. Like, it would have been Catherine. Like, I know Whitney's putting in that work, or she's trying to chat to him, but it's going to be Catherine if Leah doesn't pan out for him, if he wants to recouple with anybody else. So, I mean, granted, she's just saying like, well, since Medhi's not here, I'm going to go chat. But it was just so funny. She just like, oh, I'm going to pull Montel for a chat. Anyway, we see other people have chats. We hear Mitchell and Zachariah talking, and he's like, you know, I think Mitchell tells Zach that, you look better suited with Katie than you look with Molly. So I'm just like, Mitchell, anytime Mitchell really does things like that, he always has an ulterior motive. But I feel like he's just still on Molly, that he would rather Zach be with somebody else than would have been with Molly. Like, I don't think he's off of Molly yet. So I feel like he's just pushing that narrative that Zach and Katie look better. Anyway, we see like the Islanders just chatting, have fun. Then Ella gets a text that Tyrique and Ella are going on their first date. They get ready. All the girls are hyped for her, whatnot. Get ready. They go on their date, and you know, basically the gist of their date was basically him saying that he's going to be closed off, and you know he's done trying to be open. Like, him being open or whatever is that he likes the game because that's the only thing that he has ever known. Ella brought him into his feelings a lot, blah blah blah, whatever. And the thing about that is just that less than 24 hours ago, he was like he likes the game. Ella cried. And then Heart Rate Challenge came, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going to get closed off. I'm just like, this man didn't really work hard at all. Like, he made Ella cry for what? Played in her face. She could have went home a couple days ago, and now you're telling me that they're kissing and going on dates, and now he's going to be closed off. I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is, but obviously they're both closed off for now. Because Casamore is definitely coming. So let's see how true he is to his word, because even though he's quote-unquote honest, he's been playing in her face for a bit of time. Because at first, the first time with Leah, okay. But now when you keep on doing it, it's like, well, where's the stopping point? Where's the breaking point? So they're on their date. While they're on their date, you know, the other Islanders are getting ready, and then we hear from Jess that she wants to chat to Sammy. And I'm just like, Jess, please. Like, Sammy is long gone. Like, he's gone. Like, he is not looking for you. Like, she's telling that to Katie, and Katie's like saying, like, you know what? You and Mitchell just look like best friends. Like, you don't look any type of romantic at all. And I'm just like, Jess, please leave Sammy alone. Because, like, I don't think he's feeling you like that. He's over here kissing up Mal. Like, it's not going to go well for you. Obviously, Leah's saying that, you know, she's not trying to shut everybody off, you know, because we hear Whitney basically saying, are you interested in Medhi? Like, are you really interested in him? But she's like, you know what? I'm actually interested in Montel more than anything else, but I just don't want to close anything off. So I'm just like, girl, you need to, like, really know what you're doing. Here, Whitney basically just said, like, she just knows what she wants. So I don't know if she's even gonna, like, chat to Medhi anytime soon, but the fact that she's just like, oh, she can't close anything off, like, just leave Medhi alone. Like, you know you don't like that guy, leave that guy alone. Like, Leah, what are you doing? So they all get ready. Seems like we hear from Katie as well. She said, like I said, that she wanted to still speak to Tyrique and Scott. And I'm just like, no. As soon as they start doing the cheers, Tyrique and Ella get back from their date. The girls wanted to chat to Ella. The guys wanted to chat to Tyrique. They basically said that, you know, they're closed off.
I want to be closed off and she was just buzzing.
What did you guys talk about?
Yeah, what did you
We
talk
just
about?
spoke about us, and it was so nice. And, you know, he says he really wants to be closed off.
Yeah!
Basically, you know, no more games anymore. You know, done with that. Open, keeping each other open, da-da-da-da. So all the girls were happy, all the guys were happy, you know, cheers. Yeah. Next thing you know, we see Zach pull Katie up to the terrace. So they were just chatting. They were just chatting. They were just chatting. Next thing you know, he tries to pull Katie for a kiss, and Katie was like, yo, back up. Like, what are you doing? Like, back up.
What?
I'm gonna kiss you.
You want a kiss?
Yeah.
Let's wait.
Let's wait.
Let's wait.
How come?
And, you know, she was like, it's too early for that. Like, I only been in here for 3 days. Like, it's too early to be doing this. Like, she just, you know, and then they get up, and he was humble real quick. And then she was like, oh, don't be embarrassed, don't be embarrassed. Like, don't be embarrassed, don't be embarrassed. You know, it's just too early to do that. Bro, when I tell you that's the funniest thing, because the episode was kind of going, you know, kind of dry. But when that was the funniest thing, I was just like, yeah, she humbled him. He goes off to say, you know, her humbling him makes him want her more. So I feel like he's still going to try to pursue Katie. But yeah, Molly, girl, give it up. Zach is not checking for you anytime soon, so give it up. So next thing we know, we see Scott and Catherine finally have a one-on-one chat.
So basically, I don't think there's anyone else in here for me now. I think it's just me and you.
Very happy.
You can't get a smile on your face.
So I'm obviously so happy with Scott right now. We have taken a step in the right direction, and I'm just excited to see where this goes.
And Scott basically tells Catherine that Catherine's basically the only person in the villa for him, really. Basically he's all in on Catherine. You know, Catherine's finally happy to hear that because she didn't want to, like, force his hand or force anything out of him, you know. So they're basically locked in. Because the thing about Catherine, she's going to keep her options open because Catherine was still talking to Montel all day long. Like, she was still keeping her options open. She's like, if, you know, Scott not, you know, being closed off, she's not going to be closed off too. And now he is like, he going to be closed off. So when Casanova comes, hopefully he keeps that same energy. But we just need to see a little bit more because, you know, Catherine's obviously happy, but we need to see a little bit more from their couple because we weren't getting much today except for that conversation. Back pulls the guys for trying, basically said he got humbled and stuff, which was just like, please, that was embarrassing. Next thing you know, we see Medhi and Whitney have a chat, and then they basically say, like, Whitney's basically telling Medhi, like, okay, we got the green light to be talking to anybody who we want to because you don't seem to be closed off. But I just feel like, you know, Zach was saying that Whitney was more into Medhi than he was into her. I feel like that might be true. But, you know, I don't know what's going on with Medhi, but he was saying it was just a challenge, and, like, Whitney's like, it's just a challenge, but it was a dance challenge, like, you kissing up everybody for what? Like, you're supposed to only kiss, really, the person that you're in a couple with, like, you know, that was kind of dumb. It was so funny, because she was, like, actually eating him up. She was just like, you did this whole challenge, but you didn't even win. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, seems like they have the green light to basically talk to whoever they want to talk to, and she just basically said cuddle in bed. So, whatever, what it is. But as of now, it's kind of funny how the two people that Katie wanted to talk to is now kind of closed off. They're closed off in their couples. Scott and Tyrique are closed off in their couples. So it's kind of funny that Katie wanted to speak to them, and they're not options to her anymore. So she can probably check to Montel, somebody like that. I don't know, because they're not looking for her. So, anyway, they all go to sleep. And next thing you know, a vote came. And it was kind of obvious because if we're seeing the Islanders go to sleep the same episode before it ends, yeah, a vote is coming. Something mysterious is happening because they usually cut it off during the nighttime. They usually cut it off during a time where they're still interacting with each other. So the fact that they all went to sleep, we already knew. Vote came, and it was vote for your favorite, you know, girl Islander and boy Islander. And I just want to know who you guys are voting for. They really should have picked your favorite couple, but I feel like they know that there was no stable couples in that villa. I mean, I guess as of today, Tyrique and Ella made a stable couple, and I guess Catherine and Scott made another stable couple. But other than that, there's none in that villa. Like, that villa has no stable couples, and Casa Amor is coming. So we're going to get the vote. Hopefully my faves are not in the bottom. Like, we can't have this. But anyway, guys, that was episode 19 review of Love Island Season 10. And if you guys like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, and y'all not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.